Hey, welcome to the show. I'm the Crypto Kid, and in these videos we take a look at Bitcoin and everything that's going on in the world of cryptocurrency. So if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button because we make daily videos and keep it relevant to what's going on in the news. So let's jump right in and take a look at Bitcoin this morning. Now, as you can see, BCH is sitting at roughly around $1,200 mark where we were yesterday. Now, we had a bit of a shakeup in the market across the board in cryptocurrency. And it is nice to see that most of the market, including Bitcoin Cash, has recovered. Now the other side of the coin here with BTC, you can see the substantial drop we had last night, sitting at around $7,800. But clearly we have climbed back up, and BTC is now sitting at roughly $8,300 USD. Wow, what a recovery across the board. Now, what is going on? Well, if you head over to bitcoin.com, you'll see the main news story there is with exchanges suspending USDT Tether. Now, if you're not familiar with Tether, they are a stable currency. Now, the hack that they endured last night is part of their reserve fund. So basically, as a stable community or currency, they ensure that one USDT Tether is equivalent to $1 US at all times. Now, again, the way that they can achieve this is holding a massive reserve of USD that shows that, yes, they actually have that market cap that they claim to have, or they have the funds enabling them to keep that relevant currency at 1-to-1 ratio. Now, in the past, they have clearly been audited, investigated, but successfully so, with auditors claiming, yes, they do hold an equal amount of USD or more, and the fact that they are a legitimate source of funds. So, this will also ensue some heavier investigations, so keep in mind that this possibly is not over yet. So it's something that I would recommend keeping a close eye on, especially if you are using Tether, or you've got a lot of investments across the board here. But if you look at coinmarketcap.com, currently we did feel this really all the way down the list here, with all coins being fluctuated at some point or another. Now, this again is not financial advice, but this does open up opportunities. Whenever a large splash comes in and shakes up the market, that means that movement is going to change drastically in either direction. And with this splash we saw with Tether, it sent coins plummeting, it sent coins skyrocketing. Now, as we saw with Bitcoin, it did come back and stabilize around that $1,200 mark, almost like nothing had happened, but we are feeling it still clearly in other areas. So I bring this up because it would be relevant to maybe investigate some of those coins that you've been researching, because you might see some instability and it might open up some opportunity here to get into those coins or tokens or otherwise platforms that you've been eyeing that maybe have reached some heights that you weren't comfortable getting in on. Now, with the same time here, the other side of the coin is that you might see some of these large spikes come crashing back down, as some of these coins were waiting to pump. But just advice here that you might want to keep an eye on the scene, as it was quite a big shakeup last night with the news with Tether. Now, also wanted to put it into perspective, $30 million really isn't a lot when you look at their market cap. Now, currently the Tether market cap is sitting at around $700 billion. Where are we here, Tether? So if you think about it, that's not much of a dent that they took out of that reserve. $30 million is a massive amount, but when you contrast that with the amount that was taken from Ethereum at around roughly $300 million a few weeks back, Tether should be able to recover this no problem, with that only being roughly 5% of their market cap. But no doubt that will be a blow by any means. I just wanted to kind of put that into perspective a bit. Now, otherwise, on bitcoin.com, there was another article that kind of appealed to me, aside from it being a wicked shot there, with the DeLorean from Back to the Future, but it plays on the futures markets. So what that is basically they're going to be opening up opportunities to not pick up BTC with spot price, so you won't necessarily be looking at the spot price. What you'll be looking at is a potential future price. So in my opinion, this kind of opens it up to more of a gambling approach, or really incentivizes BTC, but it also opens up some interesting questions of, is this going to benefit BTC when a lot of this trading is going to be done with cash? Now, to me, this appeals to investors and big money banks, people with a lot of money to be throwing around. I don't know how this will affect Bitcoin in the long run, as well as BTC, but we'll have to take an eye and follow this, because it's pretty big news, especially just for mainstream adoption. Now, you could be on both sides of the camp here. Well, we're not actually trading with BTC, but at the same time, with that much, investor approaching the cryptocurrency market, it might even just open up other avenues, because, the old saying, any news or any publicity is good publicity. And with more investors that were hesitant to get on board with cryptocurrencies, it might open up more of a acceptance for the cryptocurrency world, but we'll have to wait and see. So I wanted to kind of leave it here today. I won't go too much detail, but there was a video that came out from Ryan X Charles that he posted last night that I really enjoyed. So I would invite you to head over there and check it out yourself if it's something that interests you, because he does talk about Bitcoin Cash coming mainstream and how he's hoping to contribute to that, and potentially some ways that you can contribute as well if that's something that interests you. So again, thanks for watching. I hope it was enjoyable, and we do make daily videos, so we will see you in the next one.